BTS's Jungkook and controversial issues in the military. Resilience amid pressure when Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, went through the mandatory military service for every man in South Korea. Many saw it as a big step for a megastar. However, behind the widespread praise and support, an unexpected drama is hidden. Jungkook, known as an inspirational figure for the younger generation, is now facing a major ordeal that has shocked the world. A seemingly smooth start. Jungkook's entry into the military was met with great enthusiasm. BTS fans, known as ARMY, thronged social media with messages of support. Many praised Jungkook's courage and dedication in fulfilling his obligations as a citizen despite his status as a global star. He is considered an example that proves that even the biggest celebrities are not immune from national responsibility. However, that initial glow began to fade as reports of Jungkook's personal experiences in the military began to emerge. Behind the formal ceremony and grand image, the reality facing Jungkook is far from easy. The issue of intimidation and accusations that shake in a military environment loaded with hierarchy and masculinity. News that Jungkook was being subjected to bullying began to circulate. Not only that, malicious rumors that attacked him personally appeared. Unsubstantiated and cruel accusations about his sexual orientation surfaced, provoking a wave of controversy. This issue ignited great tension within the camp and attracted public attention. The allegations not only hurt Jungkook's reputation, but also exposed the dark side of the culture within the military institution. Several senior officers, whose names are still being withheld, are suspected of being the perpetrators of spreading the rumors. The environment that was supposed to be a refuge instead turned into an emotional battleground for Jungkook. Resilience in the midst of an attack. At first, Jungkook said he did not believe he was the victim of such accusations. However, the disbelief soon turned to anger. In a heated confrontation, he directly confronts the perpetrators and asks for clarification on the hurtful rumors. This courage actually provokes an aggressive response from the parties involved. Reports say that Jungkook even suffered physical abuse, leaving wounds he tried to hide. Jin, the brother who doesn't stay still when Jin, the oldest member of BTS, learned of this event. He reacted quickly and decisively. Jin, who has completed his military service, is known as a figure who protects his group members like his own family. He immediately took steps to ensure justice was served. In meetings with high-ranking military officials, Jin brought strong evidence in the form of messages, video recordings, and testimonies from other soldiers. "It's not just about Jungkook," Jin said in a firm voice. "It's about how an institution of this magnitude should protect its soldiers from unfair treatment." Military support and action. The story sparked widespread attention, not only from fans but also from the South Korean public. A video taken by a fellow soldier showed Jungkook sitting alone on his bed, with his head bowed, symbolizing the emotional burden he was carrying. The video went viral, sparking public outrage and forcing the military to act. The alleged perpetrators were immediately released pending investigation. The military commander promised a thorough investigation to ensure the truth was revealed. Social impact and movements. Jungkook's ordeal was not only a personal issue, but also highlighted systemic problems within the military. Many advocacy groups used this moment to call for reform. Calls to tackle the culture of bullying and homophobia in the military are getting louder. The ARMY, known for its solidarity force, flooded social media with hashtags such as #JusticeForJungkook and #StopMilitaryBullying. The power of BTS solidarity in the midst of a storm. The bond between BTS members is increasingly visible. Jin became the main pillar of support for Jungkook, showing that BTS is more than just a music group. They are a family. Jin's role as big brother brings hope and calm in difficult times. Jungkook, despite being injured, showed incredible resilience. In his public statements, he expressed gratitude to those who supported him. "I'm not asking for this situation, but I'm also not going to let it define who I am. No one deserves this kind of treatment," Jungkook said with emotion. A new direction for change. Jungkook's story has become a symbol of the fight against injustice. Her courage to speak out, despite the great risks, inspired many to stand up against bullying and discrimination. This case forced the military to re-examine their internal culture and improve the existing system. The world is now waiting with bated breath, hoping that justice will be done. What Jungkook experienced is a reminder that even in the midst of darkness, courage and solidarity can be the light that brings change. This struggle belongs not only to Jungkook, but to all those who believe in truth and justice. BTS's Jungkook and controversial issues in the military, reality or engineering. When the name of Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, appeared in reports on controversial issues during his military service, the world seemed to fall silent. A figure known for his charisma and dedication, he suddenly became the center of attention, not because of his achievements on stage, but because of the news that shook. However, amid numerous claims and accusations, one fundamental question arises. Is all this true? Or is it just in fabrication to create a sensation? Jungkook's accusations and reaction. According to various sources, the allegations leveled against Jungkook are not only baseless, but also hurt his self-esteem. In one incident, Jungkook is mentioned to have directly confronted his accusers, showing courage amid tremendous pressure. However, this courage was instead met with physical violence, leaving wounds that later sparked the sympathy of many. The question is, did this really happen as reported? Evidence such as video footage showing Jungkook in an emotional state corroborates this story. However, not a few have questioned the authenticity of the report. Is it possible that the video is just part of a narrative designed for a specific purpose? Jin and the role of Big Brother. When Jin, the oldest member of BTS, learned of this event, he did not remain silent. As a man who had completed his military service, Jin took a quick step by meeting with high-ranking military officials. During the meeting, he brought a variety of evidence supporting Jungkook's claims, ranging from text messages to recorded testimonies of fellow soldiers. Jin's remarks in front of military officials were emphatic. It's not just about Jungkook. It is about the integrity of the institution that is supposed to protect each of its soldiers. However, again the question arises, is this genie's move true, or is it part of an enlarged narrative to create media attention? Questions for readers now. Let's ask ourselves, does this report reflect reality, or is it just a hoax designed to attract attention? With the media constantly looking for sensational stories, how can we be sure that these narratives are not exaggerated? How should we respond to stories like this? Do we have to accept the report as it is, or look for more evidence before making conclusions? What is the motivation behind spreading the story? If true, this story reveals serious problems within the military institution. However, if it goes wrong, what will be the impact on Jungkook and BTS? How much does fan power affect public perception? The army is known to be a very loyal group. But will their support affect how the media and the public view the case? Beyond sensation, Jungkook's case opens a wider debate about the culture in the military and how celebrities are treated while serving national duty. However, as readers, we also have a responsibility not to rush to conclusions. Did Is Jungkook really a victim, or is this just part of the media game? The answer to this question requires more than just reading the headlines. This requires reflection, skepticism, and a desire to seek the truth. So, what do you think? Does this story reflect reality, or is it just a drama designed for a specific purpose? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your views in the comments, and let's discuss together.